Okay, guys. So this quote is gonna change your life. The quote is, do not ask yourself what you want. Ask yourself, what can you find? Drops mic. First of all, I hope you guys talk to yourself. Like, be like, what's going on, to figure out what's going on, They say you're only crazy if you reply. But, sometimes you got to actually reply, too. I mean, if y'all think I'm crazy, then so be it. But I know, listen, life get better by the day. So maybe crazy is where you want to be. But either way, I asked myself that. And I surrendered to what can I find? And I found this. Well, I found this, reality. I hope y'all wasn't waiting for me to say this new thing, discovery that I found. But I found myself. I found me more. I found I'm able to put pieces of who I am together a little bit easier by asking myself, what can I find versus what do I want? Because I have everything I want. I have life, I have love, I have shelter, I have food, I have finances, I have everything, And even if everything is not specifically, outrageously amazing, it's still things that I have that I'm able to have been obtained, and not everybody is able to do so. So I mean, like I said, life is getting better by the day. So all of these things are growing, but the only way that I could grow with these things that's growing is by appreciating and accepting and realizing that I already have these things to begin with. Which, like I said, opened me up to really asking myself, oh snap, what can I find? And shoot, it's been a gold mine. Where I got this quote from is this app, this astrology app that I definitely love. I've been using it for years, no lie. It's called CoStar. I'm actually, it should by now it should be right here somewhere, or yeah, right here somewhere. If you're interested, definitely, get on that or whatever, because it be pretty accurate, and it's I love the app, no lie. You could add your friends, you could add your family, you could add people from social media. It's really, really awesome. So definitely check that out. And this is not paid advertisement. This is just literally me giving dropping one of my jewels, because I freaks with the app so much that it might actually help some other people. Because I usually tell my friends and family by word of mouth, yo, you gotta tell this, that, me. But now I would love to share with my family. Alright guys, I'm also trying to figure out, is TikTok against encouragement? So I sampled this this track of mine for TikTok, and they bring it back as hate speech, as you can see. Here it is. But where I'm coming from, my soul is really guided. You gotta listen though, your soul is just as private. This means you capable, you really got this in the bag. But you distracted, so them people got you feeling sad. I'm from New York, so when I talk, some people take it bad. But I'm straight up, don't give a fuck, cause I am all I had. Your souls is bright and it's so right for you to shine on them. I mean, y'all beautiful, they really took their time on you. You got the blessing of a separate personality, and it's a right.
You got the blessing of a separate personality, and that's your luck, get you some bucks originality. I help you up cause we are one, that means we all we needed. When time get rough, there's always love, but I need you to need me. Cause when I need you, I'ma need to be accepted too. But with the battling,
I'm telling people, you know, you have what it takes to push yourself. You know, if you see somebody crying, allow them to vent and, you know, express themselves. Let's do better for ourselves, not only ourselves, but for the generations that's to come. I don't know which part is hate speech. I'm acknowledging and identifying how, you know, we should definitely be helping each other, but people be going against each other on the simplest of things. You guys, I'm not gonna put these other people up, but when I first made a TikTok not too long ago, as I can see, I only have a couple of videos up. Guys, now I'm scrolling the same day that I realized that TikTok tells me I have hate speech online. And it's people only doing stuff like crackhead this, crackhead that. I understand it, one thing is a joke, but these are realistic jokes. So we could push all this and not helping these people or anything like that, but making fun of these individuals. We got people talking about how they gonna beat up their fans and followers. This is just, go ahead, do you, yes, you got plenty of fans. And then we got me. As y'all can see, I'm not sure what the algorithm has going on, because some of these videos is getting views and then the other ones aren't. I mean, I'm posting similar hashtags and different, who knows, it is what it is. What the real focus on is TikTok avoiding encouragement, pushing people to be better? Is TikTok only for like fun and games and foolery, basically? Like, can somebody enlighten me, because I'm new to this thing and if that's the case, I did not know that. That's kind of sad. But also, if you can spot within those 49 seconds anything hateful that I pushed, please let me know so that I could like be surprised, because it's just not coming across to me. Like, I don't, nah, son, something gotta give. And it's not me that's giving it, okay? Like, so my first time astral projecting, I was a teenager, and it was not too long after I was sexually assaulted. What I believe pushed me into astral projection is the fact that my third eye will open. How I opened my third eye is because I was experiencing so much trauma for such a long period of time that I learned how to numb myself and escape. I've always been spiritual, but not only did I do that, I came to a new peak of trauma in my life, and going through it was one thing, and then having to deal with it and deal with the people around me who just basically was supposed to be protecting me and stuff like that, was another whole level. Because when my mom actually found out, she told me not to tell anything to my stepdad, and that's who I was actually living with. So as you can see, that's a whole new trauma. Like, I had to go through it living with my mom. I moved away, and then I had to go through it again, away from my mom, but under my dad, who had a different way of caring for me. I definitely did feel a little bit more safe with my dad, but it still was at the same time unpredictable with him when I was that age. So bam, third eye open. I particularly remember in this point in time, this new peak, basically, I was having dreams that I was falling, and then I would just wake up and I would just like jump. My whole body would just jump, and I would just express that to, you know, my caretakers and stuff. And I'm just like, oh my God, like I don't know what to do. I keep having this dream that I'm falling. It's so terrible. Da, 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 da. I was today years old when I realized that was me astral projecting all of this time, and my body slamming itself into it, my soul slamming itself into my body, because I was escaping. I was escaping so much in the real, you know, 3D, that in a 5D I was just gone. Like I was just gone. Like what? As soon as I was halfway asleep, I was on my way out my body, because I just did not want to be me. I didn't want to live in my body. I didn't feel happy. I just needed to escape, and I found a way to escape 3D. But because I found a way to escape 3D, 5D, I was gone, like literally. So my first time I remember astral projecting, I thought it was just a weird dream. So how I associated with at first was, I woke up one night and I went to get some water. After I drank the water, wow. And this is how I'm gonna tell y'all how, wow, super escape. I went to drink the water and then I went back to sleep. When I went back to sleep, I woke up and my whole body was still, like stiff. So I was lucid dreaming. So, but it wasn't just a lucid dream. Like it was lucid dream / astral projection, because my whole body was still. I'm looking around. Legitly, it looked like if you could imagine Mario Kart. It didn't look like, you know, a whole bunch of bubbles and stuff around, but just the outline, the neon lights outlining things. Everything around the room that I was in, everything was dark. It was just a dark room, but it was like neon lit. And then it was just like monsters. If you think about like like germ monsters that be on commercials nowadays, it was like those type of monsters. Like it was like those type of monsters, and it also was so it was just like neon lit with like those type of monsters just around. And I call them monsters, but they didn't like harm me. They didn't do anything to me. It was just a shell shock of my environment, because like what was going on. So I was mad scared. So I was lucid dreaming and I was astral projecting. I was in this realm. I scared myself from this realm and wanted to go back, but I still had no control over my body, because once again, I'm escaping 3D and I'm like gone in 5D. So I really have very, very little control over my body, over my soul, over my mental, because I was just really trying to get lost within myself, and I really was capable of doing this. So when I came back into my body, I couldn't move my body because I was not in my body. Y'all understand that? And that just continued to happen. Like, for some reason, I would always be thirsty before I went to sleep, or in the middle of the night, I would wake up to get something to drink, and then I would freaking basically astral project, and that dream would come, or I'll just feel like turbulence. If you ever feel turbulence while you're asleep, and then you wake up and you be like, what? Like, it just feel like your body is moving, or like, it just, if you ever feel turbulence, that's because you're astral projecting, and you just are more in tune with your soul, because I don't really believe your body is moving the way you feel like your body is moving. I feel like you just so in tune with your third eye and your soul, that as your soul is traveling, that you actually are able to feel that, and that's what the turbulence feel like. It also might be you know, making your way back to your body when you feel the turbulence, because normally I feel the turbulence right before I wake up, and then I probably have some like slob or just what have you, like. So that's how that was. the funny part is how I realized, and then another thing is, when I went to go back to visit my mom, I was having these extreme headaches. Like, we was calling them migraines, but they was only in a certain part of my head. Like, it was only in like this part of my head. And I'm just like, I got a migraine. Now, once again, well, it was like a lot of pressure in the front of my head, but on the sides of my head as well, it was pressure. So I'm like, oh, it's a migraine, it's a migraine. It wasn't a migraine. It's my third eye open, just going with no boundaries, because I'm not in tune with myself. I'm not closing my third eye. I'm not cleansing my third eye. I'm just going through the motions in real life, and then I'm going through the motions when I go to sleep. So I was basically putting myself in overdrive. Nowadays, y'all know I do my spiritual work. And I just, do my work with myself. And I've freaking been doing astral projection on purpose. Obviously. And, well, yeah, obviously. And, just doing more to interact with my third eye and get more in tune with myself. And I literally was taking a nap, and I'm just like feeling this turbulence and stuff, and I open my eyes, and I'm just like, yo, I feel like there's a headache, like, and this is not new. This is something that I've really been experiencing over the past couple of years, that I've been working with my with myself and my spirituality and stuff like that. From young, with the whole water and sleep thing, I just chalked it up to water before I go to sleep, make me do that, and I just stopped drinking water before I went to sleep, no matter how thirsty I was. Sometimes I went to bed with the cotton mouth, and I was just like, I'm just gonna have to throw it out, because I'm not doing that tonight. I was really shook. But nowadays, I don't have to drink water. I don't have to drink water to initiate that. But the funny part is, when I was trying to get back into that with my spirituality, something in me knew. I think unconsciously I knew, because I would start to try to like drink water before I go to bed to see if anything happened, but it wasn't happening like that anymore, because I had more control over myself, and I have more control over my reality and whatnot. So, which means I have more control over actually being able to astral project. It's not going to be as easy. So that's one thing to realize. When you're in the deepest part of your trauma in your life, it's going to be really easy for your body to astral project, because you're going to be trying to get away from yourself. You get what I'm saying? But then when you start catching balance in yourself, and you start actually setting up boundaries for your actual reality, then you actually start setting up boundaries for you to like tap into your unconscious, because you're more conscious about it. So you're not just gonna fly off. And then lastly, I woke up and I was just like, oh my gosh, I'm feeling this pressure, and it hurts. And I'm like, yo, I'm not dealing with this. And I'm like, this is around my third eye. So I basically closed my eyes back, and I waited a couple of minutes, and I said, I want my third eye to close. I'm closing my third eye. And after I did that, I could immediately feel the pressure start to go away. And like the headache went away. It's not a headache. Well, it could come across as a headache, but it's not really a headache. What it is your third eye is open, your third eye is in overdrive, and your third eye needs a break. It needs to relax, and you need to tell yourself to do that, because you have control. So guys, I hope you guys enjoyed my little story time. I'll definitely give you guys like more drop about how I astral projected, and some of my other experiences and tips on, just facing this type of these type of challenges within your development of your spirituality and stuff like that. So I hope you guys enjoy. It's your girl MarissaBklyn, and I'll be back with another one. Y'all know the vibes. Drink your water. That's another thing. Drink your water, because you need to replenish yourself. You're basically like doing a job when you do that. Not like a specific job, but like you're working while you sleep.